There are now less than 6 months to go before the Paris summit in December, at which 196 countries are expected to meet in the hope that the first universal legally binding deal on climate change will be signed. It is, of course, an ambition that many fear cannot be met, but the determination of all has been stated over the course of the last few months. Among those calling for action are Ban Ki-moon, the Secretary General of the United Nations. He joins us now from the Arctic Circle, where he's been looking for himself at the effects of climate change. Ban Ki-moon, thank you very much indeed for being our guest this evening. Tell us a little bit about what you've seen.
Today, I have visited Blomstrandbreen in Arctic. Arctic is the region where the climate change impact is feeling most acutely. Where what I saw today is alarming and dramatic. I was here 6 years ago, but since then, there has been a lot of changes. I was told by climate scientists that all these glaciers may vanquish by 2050 if we do not take any action. We must take action by adopting universal and ambitious climate change agreement in Paris in December.
The suggestion from the scientific community seems to be that things have been getting worse faster than we'd previously thought. Is that your understanding?
That is right. Scientists have made it quite clear that climate change is happening. That is what I have seen for myself for second time today. After 2009 and today, I saw myself such a dramatically retreating glaciers. I urge world leaders, business community leaders, civil society leaders to be united, to make a firm action for humanity before we may have to regret. There is no plan B because we do not have planet B. It's absolutely necessary priority for the United Nations.
The plea then, your plea then, is an urgent one. Do you believe, given that to get such a deal, it'll take 196 countries signing on, agreeing to make efforts each of their own, do you believe that it can be done?
I'm reasonably optimistic that we can agree on a universal and ambitious climate change agreement in Paris in December. Momentum has been creating among government leaders, business community leaders, and civil society leaders. It is encouraging that now not only governments, the business communities and civil societies, they are urging that there must be an agreement. We must take an action today. It is now that we have to take action. We are the last generation who can address this climate change.
It was in 1997, of course, that Kyoto was agreed, and that was only by the most developed countries. This time, it's far more ambitious. We're talking about a universal deal that is 196 countries developed, those that are not developed or that are less developed. It is a far more ambitious deal that is being reached for. And we've seen over the course of the last few years a series of failures when the world's tried to come together to agree on these things. Surely, the individual interests of 196 countries are unlikely to meet over one common aim, however urgent the plea.
There are still some obstacles to overcome, but these obstacles or differences of opinion are not insurmountable. There has been a very strong momentum has been created since a September summit meeting last year. I'm urging world leaders to demonstrate their political leadership for humanity. It can be done, and as a Secretary General of the United Nations, I'm committed, and I have been consulting with the President Hollande and Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius, and also G7 chair, Chancellor Merkel of Germany, and all other leaders, United States and China, they are on board, and many member states have submitted their national targets. I think it is encouraging that we have to take this momentum. Now is the time to take action.
What will happen if Paris fails to achieve what it set out to achieve?
We are working for success. We are not working for failure. It is absolutely necessary that we must adopt the universal and robust climate change accord in Paris in December. I am sure that we can do it.
Ban Ki-moon joining us there live from the Arctic Circle. Thank you very much indeed.